Citizens fits the flow of your life with convenient and easy-to-use tech that makes you ready to wake up, pay your friend back with Zelle in the Citizens mobile app, all before your morning snooze. Quickly buy groceries with your Citizens card and your digital wallet for your next culinary adventure. And easily deposit that birthday check with mobile deposit. So whether you're relaxing, creating, or celebrating, we have tech that fits the flow of your life. Citizens, made ready.
Citizens is proud to partner with you and the City of Albany as the presenting sponsor of the virtual Tulip Festival. And I'd like to give a special thanks to you, Mayor, and your entire team for working together to make this special event happen. Did you know there was over 100,000 tulips planted in Washington Park? And there are 2 gardeners that make this all happen with a small team. The gardeners are here to answer all your questions about tulips.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mayor Kathy Sheehan, and I am here in our beautiful tulip beds, and I want to thank Citizens for all of the support that they have provided for Tulip Festival, for our Tulip Ball, and I'm here with our city gardener, Jenna, and with our former city gardener, and now she's like a big deal, Jess Morgan. Although I think that our city gardener is about the biggest deal in the city when it comes to this time of year. So Jenna and Jess, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. So tonight, we will be answering a whole bunch of questions that you have written in with and we'll put in the comment section, and we'll give you a whole bunch of tips and secrets and explain why we do what we do.
Not all the secrets.
What is our first question, Ray?
Let's talk about how you guys got started gardening.
Oh, well, that's a long story.
Yeah, take it away. You have the longer history.
All right, so my gardening story starts with my grandmother when I was a kid, but my gardening history in the city starts in 2004 when I was a desperate college kid in need for a job. And basically, I landed a job with the City of Albany under then gardener Judy Stacy, who is still one of my mentors and my personal hero, one of my personal heroes. And I worked for her until she retired in 2011. And basically, at that point, when she retired, I walked into the boss's office and I said, if you people don't hire me as the next city gardener, you're crazy, because I'm the only one that can do Tulip Fest. And they hired me. And then Jenna came to work for me, so now it's her story.
Yeah, so I've been here for 13 years. I actually I had the honor of working under Judy Stacy as well. I was her seasonal worker, and then when Jess became the city gardener, I got hired as a permanent employee.
She was my first hire.
Oh, Alay said hi. Hi. Who else said hi?
Oh, there's Keith. I know Keith. Hi. We all know Keith.
So feel free, if you have any questions, to submit them and comment.
How about how many tulips are in the park and what varieties? How many varieties? A lot of varieties.
So there are 101,000 bulbs in the park, and when we say bulbs, it's tulips and other spring bulbs as well. And then we have 130 varieties, and I can pretty much name all of them.
That's what really sets our Tulip Fest apart from a lot of other Tulip Fests. I mean, you can go to Tulip Fest in Canada where they have millions of bulbs, but you're going to see a million Oxford, or you're going to see a million golden Oxford, or a million golden Appledorn. But here, you're going to see varieties that you're not going to see anywhere else.
I'm actually going to share this so it's on my Facebook, see if we can get some more viewers and comments.
We got a question about what's your favorite tulips?
Oh, Jenna, I know you have so many to list, but come on, pick your top 3.
I don't know if I can do 3. I can, right off the bat, I can say Hocus Pocus behind me, King's Blood behind me. We have Aki Bono, Orca, Merlot.
Okay, I said 3.
That's a lot.
All right, so I know my, okay, then if you went that many, I'll go my top 5. So Queen of Night, which is the darkest purple, Black Hero, which is the darkest purple, but it's got more petals than Queen of Night, Dordones, which is a gorgeous orange, Maryland, and this year Vios Candios, because it's so beautiful.
And it smells nice.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see, we did have a question about tours. There's a tour on Friday. There's 11, 1, 2:30, and 3:30. We are taking walk-ins, so feel free to walk in on them.
Plenty of room available.
Yeah,
Lots
there's
of
still
room.
plenty of room. What is our favorite part about gardening for the city? I think actually it's that you get to see so much of this city. For me anyway, Washington Park is the crown jewel, and it's amazing to garden in this historic park and keep it traditional, but it's the running up and down of the city for me. You get to see just about every corner, and it's a lot of fun.
Yep, the beautifications, it really is, it's a reward to see everyone come out and enjoy all of your hard work, because a lot of people don't see behind the scenes, so it's nice to just get that reward of, after a long cold time with tulips, or even a long hot summer planting the summer flowers. It's really hot out here, and there's not a lot of shade, so a lot of sweat goes into this.
Oh, Keith thinks he's cute. He asks, what do we plant at home? He thinks after planting all day, we go home and plant. That's like the shoemaker's kids, Keith.
Let's see. I have hanging baskets at home, and veggies.
I have hosta. We plant very easy things that grow, and basically in the fall, they just die, and we don't have to worry about them.
I'm a little busy at home. I have a little hobby farm, so I don't have time for everything. And then I when I'm not messing around in the garden or in these gardens, I'm with my goats and chickens. So I don't have a lot of time for home stuff. I do easy vegetable gardens and hanging baskets. All I have to do is water them.
We had another question. What do we do after the tulips come out? Go for it.
So we have a huge summer showing. We actually maintain about 500 tropicals at our greenhouse, and we put all of them in, and then we have, what would you say, 120,000 summer annuals.
Oh,
it's up there. It's somewhere.
Easy. At one point it had grown to 250,000. So I want to say we're probably still around 175,000, to be honest.
Yeah,
We have a lot.
I like to throw in some sunflower seeds and sprinkle some happiness into the gardens. So there's a whole showing.
Marilyn, Bradley. Sorry, I can't see that far away. Oh, shoot! I'm gonna have to catch it next time. I think she said that we should produce a video of as we plant, which actually is a really good idea. Maybe we should do something in the fall, a time-lapse video of planting some of these gardens, because
That's a great idea.
we do plant in the fall. All of our bulbs arrive in October, and then Jenna sets out to really make this park what it is. So it takes a lot of time, effort, and energy, and that's what we do.
Yeah, I actually I do videos on like my own personal time. So I do have a couple of them that I could probably add to my Instagram for everyone to see. It was fun to watch everyone put the bulbs down, and we covered them over with soil last fall. So I'll have to add those on. I didn't even think about adding last year's content to my new Instagram.
What's
so,
your Instagram handle? So people can
the
follow?
Instagram handle is @gardening with Jenna with one N. Jenna with one N.
And my Instagram handle is no. I wrote for Gardening with Marsha George. It's Marsha George Designs. And it's Marsha, Marsha, not Marca. Marsha George Designs.
Catch all that.
Alay just asked if we can volunteer at the greenhouse, and no, unfortunately, it's on city property. It's up behind. It's up in the farm at the Norman Skill Farm. So unfortunately, no, there's no volunteer opportunities up there. But Alay, we will bring the video or the camera with us and take a couple of really fun shots up there and send them to you, because it's a really, really cool place to hang out and garden, especially in the winter when it's snowing. And we are loving the snow for the tulips, but not so much for anything else.
Deborah asked if you take the bulbs out.
Oh, okay. So, Deborah, yes, we do take the bulbs out every year. We plant brand new bulbs in this park every single year. We do not know yet, and that's the major question I'm sure everybody's going to ask. We do not yet know if we're going to have a bulb sale this year. So keep tuned in for that to all of our social media feeds, and especially the WashingtonParkConservancy.org. That's where the major announcement will be, and then on special events and through our social media.
Someone asked about the ice cream tulip. So it actually did not make its way into the park this year, but it was at Madison and Western. But unfortunately, a car decided they could hop to the curb and drive through the garden, and they wiped out all but maybe 1 or 2 ice cream. But so if you manage to catch the red light, it's right at the very tip, the very point of the backside. It would be away from the red light, so you might be able to catch it at the red light.
People, man. Especially at that intersection. It's one of our favorite intersections to plant because it is such a large garden and it's gorgeous, but it just gets so frequently run over, it's crazy.
Okay.
I'm going to make a small adjustment, guys. Bear with me for a second. You get a close-up of the flowers behind us for just a minute. And then we're gonna get us right back.
Do you want to comment your Instagram so that
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. I thought I had said it.
you can comment,
Oh.
put
Type
at,
it in.
and then
Sure.
Why do you think we had such a vibrant crop this year?
So there's many factors. One, Mother Nature was on our side this year. We had great weather, nice, cold, cloudy, rainy weather, and we
Lots
also, we had a lot of cold, and we also I've done a lot of tours today. I'm losing my words.
Yeah, the brains turned to mush after a couple hours.
We resurfaced all 4 quads in the park, so we have new soil in here. So there's a lot of factors that kind of went into this. We're back with our supplier that we enjoy.
Yep. So a couple years ago, we got out to bid for tulips. A couple years ago, we went out to bid, and we got a different supplier that didn't provide the very, very best bulbs for us. But we're back with our supplier, who we love so much. And shout out to Color Blends out of Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Can you go to my truck?
Sure.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like I was saying, a shout out to Color Blends from Bridgeport, Connecticut. They're a fabulous company. They have the best bulbs on the face of the planet. They're usually first-year bulbs. That's why they're so big, and they have such big, huge, beautiful bulbs and blooms. Behind us is Keith, yes, you're right, the winner of the 2021 People's Choice Tulip of the Year competition. Say that 3 times fast, I guarantee you can. Hocus Pocus. Yes, Jeffrey, I see you. STEMFest, thank you.
Let's see. Nick wants to know, can the city make a permanent tribute to the tulips by making a giant steel tulip?
There is one, and if anybody remembers, it got lit on fire, and it now lives in Tricentennial Park. No, I shouldn't thumbs down. No, it is a nice memorial down in Tricentennial Park. It needs a little bit of a paint job, but it's still there and it looks beautiful.
So Keith had mentioned that Tilly had visited the park, and who is she? So Tilly is Tilly Tulip. She's from the Netherlands. We're connected to her, I guess her mom, right?
Yeah.
Her designer who designed her. She has cute little Dutch flag stockings, but she is a hot commodity on Instagram, and she's now visiting New York gardens on top of the Netherlands gardens.
People are saying hi to Tilly.
So she actually, during some of the tours, she hangs out in my pockets. So we'll let her hang out with us today.
Deborah, actually we do have drone shots, and a lot of the drone shots are on Jenna's Instagram, and there will be more coming.
Somebody said, great job. Did we talk about Hocus Pocus winning the...
Yeah, Keith actually wrote in about that, which is awesome. Did you have another question for us?
I do. Any tips out there for home gardens? How they should start, what they need to do, shady, sunny, depending on what... I guess focused on tulips, basically.
Focused on tulips. Well,
okay, so we're gonna make it short because we could be here for hours talking. Well-draining soil.
Yep.
Bone meal.
Bulb tone.
Yep. Let's see. Good quality soil. On top of well-draining soil, good quality soil is important.
My trick to planting, because at home you're not going to plant so it looks this full, is plant like you're playing dice. On a 5 die, you have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Always put that 5th right in the center. It will make your gardens look fuller.
Yep, so it's more dimensional. As you move around, there's always a tulip in a space, whether it's in front or behind. So it really kind of plays with it. And also, you don't have to plant like we do. We plant every square inch, but that's for a grand showing. At home, you can actually spread them out, and you can probably get quite the spread.
Oh yeah.
With 100 tulips. 100 to us is nothing.
In the bed behind us, Jenna, what are we saying? We put...
This one, I believe, was...
2,500?
I think 2,500.
2,500 bulbs, and that's a lot. That's a heavy lift
There's
for
no
a homeowner.
muscari bordering it, or the grape hyacinths. The ones with the grape hyacinths we actually have less in, but it's about 2,500.
But people would be surprised to know that the reason we use the grape hyacinths is to have every bed have something similar in it, and all of the long beds, each square of grape hyacinth has 300 grape hyacinth in that square. So there's 600 grape hyacinths per bed in the entire park. So that's almost 30,000 muscari in the park alone. That's a lot.
Do we, we pull out the bulbs. Do we pull out the grape hyacinth too?
The hyacinths come out too. Everything comes out.
Come the first week of June, it's a big empty lot. But we also start planting immediately in the first week of June. So it'll be a quick little emptiness, but we do add a lot in.
I was waiting for this question. So we have Harry who's asking, how does he keep squirrels from wreaking havoc on his garden?
Well,
get a dog.
Get a dog. We actually have a lovely family of hawks in here in the park, so we don't really have to worry too much.
Well, we do plant this really, really gnarly bulb in the park. I say gnarly because it's this big, ugly thing that you plant on its side, and it has a tongue in the middle of the bulb that you have to plant down so it doesn't collect water. But
it's stinky.
It is stinky. It produces this really beautiful plant, and if anybody's been watching the 518 Tulip Tracker on YouTube put out by Citizens Discover Albany, Department of General Services, and...
You still got it!
You gotta add that plug.
I gotta put it in there. It's the upside down tulip, which isn't a tulip at all, it's the fritillaria. They have a really skunky scent, and that will help keep squirrels away from gardens. You don't have to put a lot in your home garden. 1 or 2 bulbs really does the trick in your home garden, and just that light skunky fragrance will work, and it will keep rodents away, because in the wild, skunks will eat baby squirrels.
Or small roses.
Or small roses.
You don't have to get so detailed. We also have noticed that bone meal can help kind of deter the little critters away. But if you have dogs at home, they're going to love it. So you kind of have to weigh your options. Dogs will want to roll in the bone meal. So I guess get fencing to keep the dogs out.
You can try chicken wire for squirrels too.
Yeah.
You can.
What's the hardest plant to take care of? That was one of the questions. Not tulip, but
Oh, what are the hardest plants to take care of? I know my
see.
number one pick, but what's your number one pick?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of our perennials are real happy where they're at. We don't have too many issues, other than them growing legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to say it's the same as yours. Probably, ready?
Yeah,
Roses.
I personally have roses at home, but it's because every single day, from the minute they start growing until the minute the growing season is over, it is the one thing in my house one thing in my garden I actually tend to. I'll get out and prune them and clip them, and I am a weirdo. I talk to them every day when I get home. But I spend 10 minutes a day doing it, and it's because of that. They are constant need type of flower. And
Do they have
they just
names?
don't work for city gardening.
Alay asked about orchids, so that's more of, we would have that as like a house plant. We don't really have conditions to grow them out here in the New York gardens, but in the homes, there's tricks to keep them going.
I've kept one alive now for 3 years.
So you can either do Jess's method, which is the ice cubes, right?
Yep, ice cubes.
But you can also do a watering where when the roots go kind of silvery looking, you can soak them until they look a little green, and then take them out of the water, and then leave them out until they go back silver. So that's another trick you could do.
That's interesting. I might have to try that. Thank you.
somebody asked what your favorite part of the gardening process is. Like, obviously not in November in the freezing cold. Putting the bulbs in, or is that your favorite?
Each season has its own little moment.
Designing is really fun, even though it's cold and yucky.
Yeah, once you get going, you don't feel it.
Yep.
You might be numb.
Once your body numbs, you're fine.
No, I don't know. I like it all. I love the summer. That's when I get all my freckles.
Yeah. I know I'm crazy, but I love weeding because it zens you out. Like, it just, you kind of lose track of time and you just go.
Yeah. But it's nice that if you treat gardening as fun, don't make it a chore.
Yep.
It goes easy and you enjoy it. As soon as it becomes a chore, just stop what you're doing, take a break, and then come back later.
Yep. Yep, that helps.
It should never be a chore. There's always some problem spots in gardens, but sometimes you just have to take a step away and come back.
Agreed.
There's a question about daffodils. Do you grow daffodils earlier or later?
No, so they go in with the tulips. Yep. Right in the fall.
Actually, I believe you still have some daffodils here in the park blooming right now.
I do, my favorites.
Your new favorites.
They're a double, and I'm not positive on the pronunciation, but it's Del Nashaw.
Yep.
Or at least that's how it's spelled.
Your fiance wants to know when you're bringing the rose garden back.
No, really?
He's out there trolling.
Listen,
not yet.
Don't you have some sidewalks to go to?
We'll bring the rose garden back when we also dredge the lake and bring the aquatic garden back.
Oh,
So sometime in the next 10 years.
We love to be adventurous, so we'll take on new challenges.
Yeah. We'll start. You know what? We'll start with one rose bush, and we'll see how it goes.
Let's see. We got a few minutes left, so if you want to say something about people, leave more questions while we finish up.
The number one question we've been getting: the tulip dig and the tulip sale. So, Friday we will have an answer for you. We're not positive on what's going on right now. We're we're at the drawing board. Our number one priority is safety. We want everyone to be safe.
Yes.
So we've come up with many, many plans and great ideas. So
We're trying
Friday
to
we will
work it
have
out.
an announcement.
Whether it's a go or it's a yay or a nay, we will do something and let everybody
So
know.
Follow the social medias. You got Albany Special Events. You
Yeah, right
have
here.
City of Albany Department of General Services, Washington Park Conservancy. If you're following one of our Instagrams, we'll be sure to announce it there too. You'll find it in the newspapers, on the news. We will have an answer Friday.
Soon.
Very, very soon. Let's see. With that being said,
Do we have anything we want to talk about for next year?
yes, we could tease this.
Can we do this now?
Yes,
Or is
we
it
can.
too early?
No, I don't think this is too
We
early.
can tease.
So, if anybody has walked around with either one of us, we tell everybody that we start planning next year this year. So we pay attention to what all of you guys are paying attention to at Tulip Fest. So next year we have a lot of really fun things in store, including some new tulips, but we are looking at a possible additional 55,000 tulips here in the park. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to. I'm going to
55,000 more tulips.
55,000 more tulips on top of the 101,000 bulbs that are already here. So, which
Yep.
Jenna probably wants to strangle me, but I promised her tons of help. And if anybody wants to volunteer, here's where I'm going to plug the
yeah.
Washington Park Conservancy again and say that there's plenty of volunteer opportunities through them and through the City of Albany to contact us and volunteer to come help plant.
Let's see.
Andrea said, yep.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yes.
That's our goal, even when it's a normal year and we don't have a worldwide pandemic. Our goal is just to bring happiness and an escape.
Yes.
A lot of times people don't have a huge backyard to escape to, or they work long hours at the hospital nearby. So not only with the flower gardens, but the park in general, that's our goal, is just to be an escape.
What a lot of people don't realize is the reason for the park, and I won't go into the history and I won't bore everybody to death, but the reason for the park was really to escape city life and be able to walk into this and totally forget that you're in the middle of the city. So if we can provide that 120 something years later, we've done our jobs.
You know what, I'm not going to jinx it. Well, I might jinx it, but we haven't had a single siren go by.
Oh, come on! He just ruined it.
Actually, I can tell you something fun about why we plant tulips in the cold. So tulips need 12 to 14 weeks of a cold state. So this cold state has to be below 55 degrees of a steady ground temperature. It can go lower than that, but we need that steady coolness. And while we have this cold temperature, a biochemical process happens where the starches and the carbohydrates will break down into glucose inside the bulb. It'll actually protect the bulb during the frigid temps, but when the temperatures start to rise, it will bring the flower enough energy to be the biggest, the best, the brightest, and the most vibrant plant that it can be. So that's my little scientific part.
She's really good at that because, yeah, she got that good. She knows that part.
Okay.
Do we want to show this?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Okay, so, and this is what I would probably yell at any other person in the park for, but
Yeah, don't pick the flowers.
you don't pick the flowers when you're in the park. This one was falling out of the ground, though, because it got a little top heavy and it was close to the edge. So, the anatomy of a tulip. Obviously the petals, the stem, and the leaves, but what you don't see is the bulb itself. Now, a lot of people, when they get the bulbs home, after the dig, when we have one, what you do is you would snap off the stem and the flower itself, and you would plant. See? Told ya.
We got a helicopter.
A helicopter.
What you would do is you would plant the leaves and the bulb right away, right back in up to, about 4 inches into the ground. And what happens eventually is the bulb actually in the ground splits like a clove of garlic. And I'm actually trying to get the bulb open right now. It's got so many layers, it's like an onion. We're shredding it out right now.
That's a number one question we get. Are you planting onions?
Yes, onions are horrible.
We are not planting onions. The
So,
tulips.
within this bulb is little like cavities where baby bulbs are inside. So in this bulb I already have 2 little baby bulbs, and I can continue to excavate this bulb and pull out more, but it will take 3 to 5 years for this little tiny baby bulb to grow into a full-size tulip. In that 3 to 5 years, you're going to see a leaf here and a leaf there, and people are always like, oh, you gave me bum bulbs, all I got are leaves. Well, no, all those leaves are making the bulb stronger and healthier, so eventually you'll get a tulip again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fun little facts.
That probably only we like.
Yeah, live, eat, and breathe tulips.
All right.
So,
I think maybe we hit those sponsors and those Instagram handles one more time.
yeah,
and then,
definitely. So we have to thank Citizens for sponsoring us and helping us out so much. You guys are awesome. We love you. Can't wait to see you back here in the park. Jenna's Instagram is
Gardening with Jenna, Jena, 1 N.
so my Instagram, and I'm gonna get it right this time, is Marsha George Designs. We have the Facebook for City of Albany Department of General Services, where you can find all the up-to-date information on not only the tulip dig and what's going on in Washington Park, but with the Parks Department, the recycling programs, the special events. Oh, no, excuse me, not the special events. All of the fun things the Department of General Services is doing, and then we also have the special events, which you guys are on, and so you all know about,
Right.
and then the City of Albany page itself. So. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate it very, very much, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Citizens fits the flow of your life with convenient and easy-to-use tech that makes you ready to wake up, pay your friend back with Zelle in the Citizens mobile app, all before your morning snooze. Quickly buy groceries with your Citizens card and your digital wallet for your next culinary adventure. And easily deposit that birthday check with mobile deposit. So whether you're relaxing, creating, or celebrating, we have tech that fits the flow of your life. Citizens, made ready.